styles are, I guess in a word, it's hectic. It's involves a lot of traveling, but whether it's Japan, Russia, the US, Australia. There's a few places in the world that feel really like home to me. I mean, the places that I feel really comfortable in, let's say in Tokyo, one of them is to visit a particular shop, which is called Tokyo Hands. There's a few restaurants in Tokyo, one in particular I love, which is called Tora Kuma Mogura. Paris, I sort of always associate Paris with food. And as I said, there are some restaurants that I love to go to. Chez Georges, for example, and maybe 21, or Chez Omar. There's a few fantastic shops in London that I always love to go to, like Lob, the shoe shop, which is kind of like going back in time, like stepping into a kind of time machine. But when I'm in New York, I spend a lot of time with friends, and I tend to spend quite a bit of time in and around one of the Gagosian gallery. Going out in New York, I tend really to go to restaurants and things. There's one club that I've, probably been to more than many others, and that's called the Beatrice. It's run by a couple of friends of mine who are also involved with a place in Paris called the Baron, and of course there's a Baron in Tokyo. But there is one shop in Milan that I always go to called G. Lorenzi, and it's in Via Monte Napoleone. Anyone that's been to Milan will, I'm sure, have been to this shop. It sells everything from sort of men's shaving stuff, which, as you can see, I don't do very much, but it's just a very bizarre collection of objects, but they're all incredibly beautifully made. What I love most about the globe-trotting lifestyle is the sense of freedom sort of gives me. It helps me to feel sort of independent. I suppose my greatest luxury is to be able to, ultimately to do what I want, when I want, and how I want. But there are certain material things that do signify luxury for me, as well as things like being able to travel and being able to stay in the places that I like to stay at when I'm abroad, and being able to eat well, and being able to drink things that I love to consume, and being able to drink certain things like Dom Perignon, for example, when I feel like it. Yeah, I think in a way we have arrived at a time when luxury and design are somehow more democratic, or at least more accessible for people. This is an object that I designed recently for Dom Perignon. I call it the black box. And what it is a kind of a thermally insulated container for a bottle of Dom Perignon. The fact that you can lift this thing up, carry it around with you, and it's a bit like a suitcase. I mean, it says a lot about travel, really. It says a lot about kind of mobility. So, to combine that sense of portability with an object like Dom Perignon is a really kind of contemporary thing. It's super cool.